I choose not to speak to the general audience. Why? Because if you speak to the general audience in the manner of, say, Robert Kennedy, you have to gauge what you have to say in such a way that you appear to be conferring dignity on the ludicrous mob scene that attends anyone's opinion in modern day America. What I'm addressing instead is a person-to-person talk with someone who might have affinity or knowledge and background about my views. As you would know, my father was a World War II veteran who was very soft on Israel. He never went to Germany. He wouldn't even fly through their airspace. He greatly loved and treasured his second son, well more than me, who is my Jewish brother by a second marriage. Adam was bar mitzvahed. Now, my father's rendezvous with destiny includes a strange mystery because the German Green Party stamped the back of his obituary and there was the name Donohue. So I have wondered and tried to sort out what exactly transpired with Tiv, Netanyahu, and others who knocked on his door at midnight and sent him to his eternal rest. By all appearances from the evidence, there's a new world order cooking up. Now, this new world order does not exclude the possibility that Hamas was encouraged by Israel. We know from material evidence and testimony of members from the IDF who defected that bulldozers and fence destroyers on the Gaza border were visible in a high surveillance situation. Nobody moved to stop them. The Hamas attackers had virtually 7 hours in a situation that was 5 minutes by helicopter for the IDF to do as they wished. Egypt warned Israel 2 days in advance. So, when you're dealing with a nuisance population that includes a nuisance to many members of the Islamic world, as we saw, the huddled masses of Muslim culture did not fare very well during Arab Spring. It was a threat to Saudi Arabia. We're dealing with a situation of abandonment of the masses. So we can't refuse to acknowledge that there's a strange counterfeiting going on among the powerful people in charge of political sensibilities because of their wealth and aristocracy of control over media. Now, what Hamas did comes out in slaughterhouse films and testimony of those who have seen the rapine. There were many things that they did that appear to be rebellion against atrocities of a similar dimension and scale committed by the Israelis, who poked them and shot at them and sniped them and assassinated them and looted them and stole from them and humiliated them and until they reacted. So it would seem. And many people support an understanding of what the causes of this kind of conflict and don't want to automatically exonerate Israel. But I fear it goes much more deeply. As many people know, I investigated the AIDS attack, and I was addressed by Gail Carolyn Burston in the Texas School Book School that explained Hollywood's reasons for building a spider web of movies and then poaching JFK. It alludes to a fundamentalist contraption that was built to ensure marital fidelity by the AIDS attack. If that's not criminal enough and psychotic enough, they joined forces in the name of ecology and called themselves the Green Party, while sponsoring at the University of Pittsburgh a Pussy Bowl war game involving a confederacy of token symbols and Confederates of the Black Panthers. And all of this has gone on in broad daylight through the advertisement in Hitler-Reagan semiotics that shows the counterfeiting press of the great dictators at the formation of the Hollywood mogul system have been operating a sort of invisible hand, puppet mastering sensibilities through the media. Not that they care, not that they were out to protect women. And now Gaza has gone dark, and the mad massacre general Netanyahu has sent his troops in on a genocide operation. Genocide. Do you understand what history says about perpetrators of genocide? Joe Biden is criminally insane. He's exactly, for all of his Jew coddling, exactly the kind of person who abandoned the Jews when Adolf Hitler attacked them. The difference is that the names have changed, but the face remains the same, and the mask it wore is British. We're dealing with the criminally insane. Nothing can justify genocide. Nothing can justify genocide. The uprising can be debated. We can say it was an atrocity, it was a massacre, but it is over and has been over for 2 weeks. The genocide long planned and possibly instigated with the conspiracy of an inside circle of Israelis in military power is just beginning. It is our obligation as human beings to defy and halt the Israeli criminals and the Israeli savages who persist in justifying the criminally insane. Joe Biden is out of a job as far as the history books. The special relationship with Israel is dead.